Welcome to Heads Up TV. I'm Carter again here with some interesting information again. This is stuff that I've already knew, and welcome to our home. I just thought I should share this. I'm probably gonna YouTube this, but as of now, I think this is for my Twitter followers. In reference to church, let's talk about the church. And people say I've actually had a couple of preachers. I think they're upset with me. They question my motive. I think they're believing that their assumption is that I'm tearing down church. I'm talking against religion, their tradition, and what they do and what they've been doing for years. And that may be true in essence, but that's not my motive. That's not my purpose. And I think that, and I deem it necessary to share with you all this morning, somewhat the reason why I'm doing what I'm doing, and I'm using as much wisdom as possible. I'm praying about it. I prayed about it. And I know my heart, and God knows my heart. He knows that I love you all. I love everybody. And some of you may not believe that, but this is why I'm doing it. This, I know, and I expect ridicule. I expect ostracization. I expect you to point fingers at me and curse me, whatever. But I'm seeing so many hundreds of people respond to me positively. That means that they accept what I'm saying. They're considering what I'm saying. And most of them saying that you're telling the truth, man. So I don't know why the opposition is already coming. I expected it. But let me just make some clarity. Let me give you a brief synopsis of why I'm doing this. I've been in ministry some 16 years. I've been actually saved 16 years, according to biblical scripture, that I received Jesus as my Lord. I believe Jesus is the Christ. He's the Messiah. And I understand a lot. I'm a researcher. I love knowledge. And with that said, I probed the internet. I read numerous numbers of books. I've asked questions of people of renown. I've sat around theologians. I sat in the midst of people that were atheists. I've answered their questions. They've asked me questions. I've asked them questions. I've considered my own ways and the things that I've taught throughout my preaching career. And there are some things that I preached that I wasn't comfortable with. I wasn't at peace with even after the fact. And I always pondered and wondered about how that, because I'm an empathetic guy. I'm very compassionate. And I know it's God working through me. And I care. And I never wanted to manipulate anybody. I could have, because God was using me in those gifts, in those areas. But I couldn't do people like that. And I'm not saying you manipulating people. I'm saying, and I'm not saying that the church is a bad place. It's a good place. It taught me the concepts of God, where that I was open to receive him. So it's a good thing. It could be better. It could be better. We could be better. That's all. I'm doing this to say, this is my testimony in reference to me coming this close from falling away from Jesus, renouncing Jesus as the Christ, and saying that God's not real. From evidence, from the way church people act and treat one another, from the lack of people being assisted and help in our world, being that there's so many people without water. People are dying for no apparent reason at all, other than they live and they was in a particular place and got shot. Come on, I don't have to explain this to y'all. Our world is chaotic. And the love, you can't pay for love no more. Everybody looks like they're operating in hate. So I'm saying there's a problem. And I'm mindful of that problem. And I'm saying, because I'm in the church, I think that we need to address it from that religious perspective first. Being that I came close to moving from it because of the evidence of and the facts of what I'm seeing and what you're seeing, what we're experiencing, the chaotic part of this world. So I'm saying that if church going to be relevant, if we have so much power, if we're doing it the right way, we should be able to make a difference. That's all I'm saying. And I'm not seeing, you're not seeing of a multitude of evidence where that we are literally making a change in our communities, in our families, in our marriages, amongst ourselves, amongst our co-workers. I mean, people don't want God, no less church, and they sure don't want religion and tradition and your rituals. I'm saying, let's revamp this thing. Let's rethink this thing. Let's reevaluate it. And I have to show you our error of our way and my way too. And I can confess it, because you can't say I'm jealous, because God used me more mightier than a lot of people. And I always have. So I don't have any hang-ups. I'm saying that I'm empathetic toward people that are moving from God. And if we don't hurry up and do something about it, people are going to continue to leave church. 47,000 leaving already. Preachers are leaving church. People are quitting. People are giving up. And then when they leave church and religion, they leave God. They renounce Jesus. I came this close because of the multitude of people on internet and YouTube and all the vast communication levels where that we can receive information. These people, I mean, they are very intelligent. They are very articulate. I mean, they are very influential. I mean, the power of persuasion is real. The power of suggestion is real. We got to do something. We got to wake up our conscious awareness and the people conscious awareness. And we got to stop lording over the people. And we got to stop all this craziness and this madness. And we got to be more effective. And we got to prove to the people and show the people the real Christ. And we got to show the people that God is real. Because we all got to be able to have something that we can hold on to. And if we don't, like me, if I hadn't held on to God and in my encounter with him, I would have left not only church, I would have left not only religion and tradition and the rituals. I was about to say, hey, y'all, this stuff is not real. God is not real. And why are you going to church? And Jesus is not real. You know, when we find out that most people find out that he's not a European, they take offense to that. And they say, well, if he's not white, and I've been taught that he was white, and I find out now through information and technology that he's not, it means the whole Bible is fake. So now we got to deal with history of the Bible and how some things contradict themselves. We got a whole genre of questions. And people are saying, wait a minute, people that are 30 years and under don't attend church. 83% of them don't even think about church and religion. Come on, y'all. A vast number of them don't even think about God. We got to do something other than what we've been doing for generation after generation. Same old, same old. It's not working. That's all I'm saying. Since we are called, let's commune together. Let's reason together. Let's fellowship. Let's join together instead of keeping these divisions amongst ourselves, and stop hating on one another. Stop talking negative about what I'm doing or what you're doing. And let's come to some type of common ground to help the people. I'm going to stop right here. And I'm gonna go ahead and YouTube this, because I got about 4 scriptures here. And we're going to deal with covering. We're going to deal with why we shouldn't have coverings, why nobody's your father and your spiritual father. We're going to deal with you having pastor's appreciation. We're going to deal with people calling